Welcome to FBC Briefing. This is going to be a series of talks that we're going to examine issues that affect our church here at the Nanaimo First Baptist, and just to help us get up to date and to understand some of our history, some of our governance structure, and the issues that will come up from time to time within our church. This initial broadcast is going to be focusing on governance systems. There are three main types of church governance systems. Number one is Episcopal, number two is Presbyterian, and number three is Congregational. In the Episcopal system, which is probably the most familiar to most people because it's been around the longest in the Christian church. At the time of the Emperor Constantine becoming a Christian, the type of government system, which was a military system, became the system as well for the Christian church. Thus we had the election of popes and the assignment of archbishops and bishops and so on down to the people at the very bottom of the system. This hierarchical system is seen today in many different churches and systems. It is a style that is very effective in the fact that there is a strong denominational leadership, there is an accountability and authority structure, and it has worked well for many, many centuries. The next style that we look at is that of the Presbyterian system. Presbyterian system actually goes back to pre-Christian times. It comes out of the Jewish synagogue system. In the time of Christ, every 12 families could form a synagogue. And for that synagogue, those families had to find an elder or a leader, a rabbi, a priest, someone to provide the education and religious instruction for those families, their children, and to help them relate in the community in which they lived. For every 12 families, another elder could be appointed. Here again, it was the elders or leaders that were above the people. It was their word, and they followed them, no pun intended, religiously. Jesus himself, when you look at it, he chose 12 disciples. He was their rabbi. He was their master, Rabboni, master. And they dedicated their lives to him. But as the church history rolled on, we find ourselves coming to the time of the Protestant Reformation. Along with that rebellion against the doctrines of the Catholic Church also came a rebellion against the structure of the Catholic Church. And many different types of systems were tried. Also along at this point in history came social reform. And with that came the idea of democracy, of rule by and for the people. That became translated into church government as well. And thus we have the congregational style coming into being. Basically, the congregational style says that the people need to have the accountability, the people need to have the control and the authority, and so the people appoint their own leadership. That leadership can come in many styles, whether it be through elders, through pastors, through priests, through boards or councils. The choice is almost unlimited to what the congregation can have in its leadership. This is the congregational system to which First Baptist belongs. Thank you for your time today. Look forward to our next session.